Good afternoon, everyone. Bradbury Guy here. It is 1:45 Eastern Time. UFC 215 will be starting in 10 hours Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 215 headline with Nunes versus Shevchenko. We all know that Mighty Mouse was supposed to fight Ray Borg as the main event for this card. Ray Borg got removed due to illness just yesterday, Friday. Francis Ngannou versus JDS was supposed to be on this card as well. JDS flagged for doping from USADA. So we're going to have a phenomenal card. It's still a pretty good card, but those two fights were going to be great. Mighty Mouse could have got his 11th title defense, and then Francis Ngannou, if he were to win, could have got himself a title shot. So, with that being said, it's going to be a good night of fights. The UFC, though, needs more shows in Canada. It's the first time they're going to Edmonton. I went to 206 in Toronto back in December of 2016. It was a fun show. The atmosphere was amazing. UFC's had some big events in Canada. John Jones Gustafsson, UFC 165 was in Toronto. 152 was in Toronto. That was Jones and Vitor. Mighty Mouse and Benavidez for the inaugural flyweight title. UFC 115, Chuck Liddell. Rich was in Vancouver. 131. 130 something. 131 with JDS and Carwin was in Toronto. UFC 94 Montreal. UFC 83 Montreal. Banger fights that night. Banger cards that night. That was with GSP at 83 and 94. I'll say 124 and 129, massive cards in Canada. So the UFC has had big cards in Canada. That was years ago, though. Especially with the removal of GSP, we don't really have big stars in Canada anymore. Rory's gone to Bellator, so we're kind of stuck with John McDessie and Firas Zahabi's brother, who will be making his debut tonight on UFC 215. Still, I think the UFC should bring more fights to Canada. It's going to be sold out no matter who you put the headline in. Canada loves MMA, and it could be some fight night. It could be a pay-per-view. It doesn't matter. That arena is getting sold out. 206 may have not gotten the most pay-per-view buys, but it did extremely well. The gate. It had to. It was a sold-out arena. It was loud as fuck. Amazing fights. Cub and Dooho Choi was that night. Gastelum versus Tim Kennedy was that night. Obviously, Pettis, Max Holloway, Cerrone, Matt Brown. Phenomenal fight night. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, the UFC could put on anything and it's going to get sold out in that arena. Maybe the television views aren't going to be high or the pay-per-view buys are going to be high, but you got to give the fans what they want, and we love fights. We don't ever boo. We don't ever cry. We just sit there and wait for the action. So, I know the UFC doesn't have any big stars. No JSP, no Rory, but we as I have control. But the UFC should still try to find a way to get UFC in Canada more, because we only get like 10 shows a year, and they keep fighting in Vegas, and I guess Vegas, I understand that Vegas is the fight capital of the world, but especially with New York now being legalized, there's going to be a lot of fights down there. I still think the UFC should have more fights in Canada. I know there's a Canada curse as far as main events. Main events are always getting pulled. The original main events are always getting pulled, and new main events are coming in. I read an article on it, showed just a list of, main events getting torn up. So either way, still should bring MMA more to Canada. You agree? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. Bye bye, guy. Thank you for watching.